Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of things that I hope that EA Sports puts into NHL 18. It's basically my wish list, so let's just jump right into it. So group celebrations. Every single time you score a goal, it seems like two guys come together. So the person that you're controlling and then one other person. Whoever's closest to you when you score pretty much just comes over you, one arm grabs you, and you guys like hug it out. Now that's great and all, and that happens sometimes in the NHL, but it's not like that happens every single time you score a goal. Like, you're telling me that in the playoffs, you don't have a group of four guys coming in together, 4 or 5 guys huddling together and celebrating? Like, I wish they would bring that into NHL 18. Have celebrations where everybody comes in together and gets all amped and excited for their goal. Like, that's what we've been expecting, and I don't know why they haven't done that yet. So bring that into NHL 18. I don't see why it's so hard. It seems like the same animations are used every single NHL, from NHL 16 onward. It just seems like it's the same one arm grab, celebrate, they go to the bench. Like, let's do something different this time. Like, it's like 4 games later. Come on, it's time to step it up and do what you've promised. If you're like me, you play NHL for long periods of time sometimes, so if you're playing Be a GM, for example, the soundtrack is a real issue for you. A lot of the time, I'll actually turn my music off on my actual Xbox, and I'll just listen to music on my phone just because, like, the music is so repetitive. And don't get me wrong, the music's really good. I actually really like the soundtrack of NHL 17. The issue is that it's literally 12 songs long. And that means if you stop playing the game for a couple hours, you come back to it later, it just loops back to the beginning of the playlist again. And you're just going to keep hearing the same music over and over again. And it drives me nuts. Like, you guys got to get longer soundtracks. You got to get more music in there. I mean, whoever's making the soundtrack, you're doing a great job, but it's got to be longer. This one's short and simple. Basically, just change up the fighting. I don't care if it means giving, like, different button combinations to lay in different punches. Like, do something, because the fighting's been literally the exact same for years now, and they've changed nothing. Like, just change, like, a little bit of it, and it'll be a lot better and more fun. So this one's similar to the other one where I said group celebrations, basically full line scrums where, you know, you hit someone in the wrong way, you piss the entire team off, everyone grabs someone, everyone's like yanking at each other. They're not fighting, but they're like grabbing each other. I wish they'd bring that in and make the game a lot more realistic. So what I've noticed in Be a GM is that as you go on in the game, if you play for a long time, you go like 10 seasons in and working on a team. And by the way, this is just my Be a GM with the New Jersey Devils I worked on, and this is a long Be a GM that I've been doing. So as you can see, the Ottawa Senators, their 2 starting goalies are like 75 overall only. That's ridiculous. If they're starting goalies, the game should be self-aware enough to acquire somebody in the offseason that's a little bit better than that. Like, anybody better than a 75 overall. It's like the game is unaware that their goalies are terrible. Like, look, the New York Rangers, they don't have anybody that can sustain getting a good season for them. Look, .884 for their starting goalie. That's ridiculous. Ever since Lundqvist left, it just gave up. The worst one here is the Edmonton Oilers. Look at this. 74 overall. It's brutal, man. Like, you're telling me that they roll with those guys? Connor McDavid has to deal with that kind of shit? Like, come on. That's unrealistic. They got to fix that kind of thing. And I'm not just talking about that. I mean that in Be a GM in general. Say you're drafting in the top 3. I've drafted enforcers by accident in the top 3. They're scouted as the top 3. And he ends up being like worth nothing, like the worst player in all of my trade value. It's ridiculous. Why is he listed as a top 5 draft pick if he's going to end up being so garbage? So they need to address some of these issues, make it a little better, because they did a great job with Be a GM this year, but I think there are strides they can make going forward. So hopefully they do that this year. So a couple things packed into the whole HUT thing. I heard about this from somebody else on YouTube. I forget his name, but he was saying that they should bring in HUT achievements. I think that'd be awesome. So basically you earn achievements on Xbox Live or PS4, whatever you use, and then you earn packs from those achievements. I think that'd be really cool. And also to have offline playoffs in HUT. You know, sometimes I don't really play online HUT just because some of the players glitch goal like crazy and it's not fun. So I'll just play offline. It'd be kind of cool to play in the playoffs with my team. That'd be awesome. Also, when I first played HUT when it first came out, there was a glitch where it wouldn't allow me to play for the first 3 months. And being a person who just paid $80 for a fucking game, you'd think that the game would actually work, but it didn't. So I had to wait 3 months. No one would tell me anything. I called customer support. It took 3 months, finally fixed it, and I was able to play HUD like 3 months later. But please do not allow that to happen again this year. I don't want to wait 3 months to play the game. So a couple smaller things that I hope make it into the game. I hope that they put booing into the game. I haven't really noticed it in regular games. It happens sometimes in the playoffs, but even then it's not so noticeable. if something happens on the ice that your fans don't like, it'd be really cool if they made boos happen, everybody booing. That'd be really sweet. Another thing that would be really cool is to fix the goal announcements, make them more energetic, make them more real. Instead of just saying score, like say something awesome, say like he scores, like actually show some enthusiasm when he actually scores. And the other thing is shootouts. Every time I play shootouts, it's almost like guaranteed that the opposing player AI is going to crash into your goalie and not even shoot. It happens all the time. Take a look at shootouts, fix them, make them better, and we can move on from there. So that's about it for this video, but if you guys agree with anything I said, drop a like. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, so if you could subscribe and support my videos, that'd be awesome. If you don't want to, that's also okay. Don't worry about it. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.